Welcome to manhole joint preparation and splicing training session conducted by SME department. These are the basic tools required for cable preparation. This is cable cutter. This is also cutter for cutting the soft portions of the cable. This is cable stripper. And this is buffer cutter. Let's discuss the application of these tools later. This is a cable stripping tool which helps to cut the outer jacket of underground optic fiber cable. This tool having a sharp end, which helps to make a deep marking on the outer jacket. Place the tool over the cable, push the sharp end to the cable and rotate the tool. You can see the marking on the cable. Break the cable and pull out the outer jacket. There are two ripcords has been fabricated in latest version of underground cables. Peel off the outer jacket using the ripcord in one side and follow by the other side. Remove the outer jacket to the required length. Normally the preparation length is 1.5 to 2 meters. But it still depends on the working environment. And cut the jacket. One side of the jacket should cut a little longer. This is to fix the earth wire later. Remove the buffer protection assemblies. These are the loose tube buffers containing the fiber cores. The buffers are color-coded as per International Optic Fiber color coding. Cut the strength membrane to the required length. Strip off the insulation on the strength membrane. The steel membrane is using as a conductive path during cable tracing. Fix the earth wire connect to the outer jacket. The crocodile type connector has to be properly mounted to the aluminium foil in the jacket. Make sure the earth wire has been properly connected, this connectivity also being used as a conductive path for cable tracing. Secure the cable and buffers properly using insulation tape. Make sure the metal piece of the earth wire doesn't touch to the buffer tubes, which can be caused buffer damages. Arrange the buffer tubes and secure with insulation tape in order to fix into the manhole joint closure. This is manhole joint closure, which comes with the basic tools and assemblies. Open the closure using the tools provided. Inside the closure unit, there is fiber splicing trays and the assemblies to install optic fiber cable joint. These are the entry points of cables to the joint closure. These are the splicing trays for securing the spliced fibers. Each tray can be occupied 24 numbers of fibers. Remove the cable mounting assembly. Fix the prepared cables to the closure and tighten properly. Install the water resistance assembly on the cable. Connect the earth wire properly to the cable at opposite side. Make sure the earth wire has been installed properly. Cut the steel membrane to the desired length and fix it to the assembly provided at both sides. Secure the buffers. Tie the two membranes together for getting continuous connectivity both sides of the cable. Make a marking on the buffer at the desired length using permanent marker. Follow the same marking to the other buffers. Continue the same to the opposite side. This is buffer cutter. This tool is designed with blades at both sides to cut the buffers and bring out the fiber cores for splicing. Make sure the blades are aligned properly. Place the buffer cutter gently on the buffer tube and rotate for 1 or 2 times. Two marking points can be seen on the buffer tube. Break the buffer gently at the first marking point. Pull out the buffer tubes carefully by 2 persons. Clean the gel on the fiber cores using cable cleaner. And clean again with isopropyl alcohol. Finally, make it dry with clean soft tissue paper. Break the second marking point and pull out the small piece of buffer as the color code reference during splicing. Combine 2 buffers together for 1 splice tray. Apply paper tape at the end of the buffer to secure to the splice tray. Fix the cable tie at the splice tray. Gently fix the buffer tubes to the splice tray using cable tie. Coil the fibers inside the splice tray properly. Measure the required length and cut. Continue the same procedure to the opposite side. This is fiber stripping tool. Design of the tool is varying from different vendors. Hold the fiber on one hand and strip off the coating with the desired blade carefully. Continue the process for all fiber cores. Take a soft tissue and fold it like this and place on the isopropyl alcohol dispenser for fiber cleaning. Insert the heat shrink splice protection tube to the fiber core. Clean the fiber using soft tissue with isopropyl alcohol. This tool is called Optic Fibre Cleaver, which is using to cut the end face of the fiber in 90° for splicing. Press the movable cutting blade and place the fiber on the cleaver. Align the measurement to 16 mm on the cleaver. Close the lid properly for cutting. While closing the lid, the cleaver blade moves backward and cut the fiber at the platform. Place the fiber to the optic fiber splicing machine for splicing. Make sure the fibers are properly placed in the cartridge and the end face should not cross the electrode gap at both sides. Close the lid and the machine process the auto alignment and splicing. Monitor the display for analyzation report and estimated loss. Open the lid and bring out the spliced fiber carefully. Remove the spliced fibers gently by opening the fiber fixture. Move the splice protection tube to the center portion of the spliced area. Open the heating tank and place the heat shrink protection tube to the heater. Wait for the heating and cooling process to be completed. Bring out the completed protection tube and keep safely to the supporting place. Black dot on the display shows the fiber spliced with error. Resplice the fiber if such conditions are displayed on the screen. Continue the process for all fiber cores. Place the splice protection tube to the desired cartridge on the splice tray. Coil the spliced fibers to the splice tray properly. Make sure all the fibers are kept inside the tray properly. Make sure there is no micro bends while coiling inside the splice tray. Close the cover of the splice tray to secure the fibers. Continue the process of buffer tube fixing, splicing, and coiling for all the splicing trays. Secure the buffer tubes and splice trays. Labeling is an important step during manhole joint installation. Cable ID has to be labeled in both sides of the cable and the splice trays. Cable entry point of the closure should be packed with rubberized compound for waterproofing. Close the cover properly and tightened. Cable ID has to be labeled on the cover of the joint closure as well.